Hey guys, welcome back. Today, I'm not going to review all of these at all. I'm not going to review anything. I want to talk about collecting. And I really want to get your feedback and comments down below on how do you collect? Are you collecting a single maker / manufacturer? Because there is a difference. And we'll talk about that maybe on a different video. Or are you collecting a specific type of knife? Are you collecting knives in a certain price range? How are you collecting? Me? All of these on the table that you see right now, other than this one, I own. And this one, I actually own one exactly like it. I just don't have it yet. This is the prototype Todd Fisher Jr. Cobra. And I just talked to Todd today, TJ, and mine is done and ready to ship. So my good buddy George is letting me hold on to this until mine comes in. And then I'll do a quick video comparing the prototype to the final iteration. So outside of this particular one, which I'll set to the side, I own all of these. So I collect a gamut of things from the $54 Spyderco Tenacious G10 liner lock to the, I don't know, almost $3,000 one-off Bugatti, and everything in between. You know, the couple $1,000 Phil Harvey Peacemaker, which I absolutely love. So, what are you guys collecting? I mean, I started out with a police model Spyderco, which I didn't bring out on the table, and the last high-end knife that I bought, I'm not sure if it's on the table. If it was this Bugatti, it was maybe this grenade tie from Greg Mitford, San My Damascus blade. Just beautiful. Not one off. There's 15 of these, and at some point I'll do a video explaining how that came to be. And I've collected everything in between. A lot of it is, I like some certain makers and brands. I really like Todd Big knives. I like Medford knives. And recently, I've started getting back into the budget, we'll call it, Spydercos. Glow-in-the-dark Delica. Under $100. Damascus Delica. Under $100. Damascus Endura. Right at $100. So I think it's fun to kind of take a break from some of the high-end, high-dollar, and kind of go back to some of these, more limited run Spydercos, we'll say, because they're cheap and affordable. Not cheap as far as in they're going to fall apart, but cheap as in inexpensive. So you can buy 2 or 3 of these and not really worry too much. If you're buying $50, $80, $90, $100 knives, not a big deal. When you're buying a couple $1,000 one-off customs, you can't just buy 2 or 3 of those in a week. Well, you can, but trust me, don't do that. I know from experience, don't do that. But it's kind of fun to go into the affordable, cheap stuff. And I do that with watches too. And I think I've done some videos on my Casio World Timers or my Casio, lower end G-Shocks, where they're $20, $15 on Amazon for a Casio World Timer. $50 for a Spyderco Tenacious on Amazon. It gives you the ability as a collector to hunt for something and bring that in at an affordable price. Where, hey, I just bought something really expensive, but I'm kind of in that mood to buy something again. I bought something expensive and now I need something because I can't really afford anything for a while, but my mailbox is lonely. So let's just get a, Endura. It's $100, big deal. Zach over at Knifejoy will hook you up if you tell him I sent you. So you get it for a deal. Or a Benchmade, 940 in carbon fiber. My buddy Gil over at Wild About Sporting Goods, he'll hook you up on Benchmade. So you can pick up some of these inexpensive things so that you're still enjoying the hobby and the collecting. Which then goes on to another topic. And maybe this should have been a live video. And at some point, I'm not really set up to do that, but at some point we'll do a live video. Where are you a flipper or a hoarder? I've got some watch buddies, serial flippers for life, they call it. They get something, they have it for a few weeks, a month, and then off it goes so that they can fund a different project or a different piece. Me, I've sold, I don't know, maybe 10 knives in the time I've been collecting, give or take, maybe less, because I get attached to them for one reason or another. And there's a story behind everything that I've got. So, I picked this up from a buddy Joel. I bought this directly from Mark and begged him for 3 months to make it for me. This one took me a year to track down and convince somebody to sell me. There's a story behind each and every one of these things. This was the first, production run of the production Praetorians. It was one of the first ones off of the assembly line, if you will. So I had to have it. My brother told me, hey, you got to check out the ZT 0450. So I did. Do I carry it? Not much. It's pretty small for me. I use this one when I go jogging. Sometimes I'll take it on my bike just so I have something. But there becomes for me a story behind everything. Same with my watches. There's a story behind it. And for you, is there a story behind the knives that you collect? And if so, let me know, because I'm interested. I would love to just have some back and forth on, how you got into collecting, and is there an emotional attachment? Are you just a flipper? You get something in, you enjoy it for a little bit, and then you sell it or ship it out. Being on YouTube now, I've got some friends that loan me stuff. So here's an Artica from a buddy in New Zealand that got reconfigured at the shop, and he asked to send it here to hold on to it during this whole coronavirus and then ship it to him in New Zealand in a month or two, or God only knows when. So I've gotten the ability to check out a few things that I wouldn't have checked out before. And it's given me the chance to kind of break these in for him. All of my Medfords are broken in. So now I can break in some of these for him. So these are all his. Started out with 3, now there's 4, and there's 2 more coming. So there'll be 5, and I think there's another one he's got cooking a deal, and he's going to be sending me 2, so that we can just make one massive shipment in a few months. So again, just kind of rambling on here a little bit about the hobby, and I would love to hear what got you into it. How do you collect, and do you flip? I have tried to flip. I just sold 2 watches this weekend, so that was pretty big for me. Good, thanks to my good friend Random Rob. He sold them on his channel, so that was great. And I've been looking at a few other knives, watches to sell also, because I have my eye on kind of a higher end piece. So if I sell off a few of my kind of normal watches, I can get that higher end piece. if I sell off a few of my knives, which I'm having trouble determining what I'm not emotionally attached to, and, you know, maybe sell off a few knives. I've got a few down at my buddy Alex's Knifebox. He's going to review some of my Reese Whelans, I think. He wanted to check them out, so I sent them down to him. Him and I share knives back and forth. If you're not following his channel yet here on YouTube, please do. Alex's Knifebox. Great guy trying to grow his channel just like me. So give him a look. And really, please let me know, how are you involved in the hobby? Whether it's a knife collecting hobby or watches, because, you know, I'm into both. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of, you know, we've been talking about it in my watch group with, you know, Random Rob and a few of the other guys over there about collecting, you know, on watches, and how people are, you know, not buying anything until June or July because they're saving for X. And so it got me thinking, it's the same thing in the knife community. I've done that too. I've not bought anything because I was saving to pay for this. I was saving to pay for my Peacemaker. What, if anything, are you guys saving for? Or do you just buy what you want when you want? So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below on collecting in general. I would love to hear your opinion and get some different ideas in my head about how everybody is working the hobby, so to speak. So thanks for watching. I hope this was interesting to you. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next one.